So as you know from the video title, um, this plugin is going to be furnace crafting. So the basic idea is there's going to be some kind of item input, there'll be some kind of power input, and there'll be some kind of item output. So you provide any number of input items. Over time, the power in, or fuel, will be consumed and will produce any number of output items. The player will then click on the output item to add those items to their inventory. Fuel should be consumed regardless of if there is an item in the input. There'll need to be some kind of method that is a furnace tick, and that will burn the fuel. And if there's any item in the input, it will move closer to being smelted. Essentially, what I'm talking about here is the furnace from Minecraft. You put if a fuel item has started burning, it can't be removed. It's used up. Other items in the stack can be removed. So if you put 20 pieces of coal in, it will immediately start burning one piece of coal, but the other 19 can still be removed. If an input item has started smelting, it can be removed and you can reset the smelting process. So that's if the player puts something in there that they don't mean to, they've possibly got a chance to remove it before it gets destroyed. So yeah, the requirement would be provide a power source, an input item, wait some time, receive the item output. You can mark items as fuel and for how long that fuel can burn. Set up what items can be changed into other items and how much fuel that takes. Add a tag for an infinite power source. Yeah, save and load as usual. Additional, it would be nice to have some kind of heads-up display when you're looking at a furnace, so it maybe pop up with a graphic showing how much fuel is left, what you've put in and how many, and what will be coming out, and how many have already came out, I guess. And maybe have different IDs for types of furnace. I'm not really sure about this one, but yeah, maybe you've got different tiers of furnace. So one of them is a very crap furnace that only produces very low level items, and then you can have a really good furnace later on that allows you to get better quality items out of it. Who knows? I'll try and get this basic one working first, and if I fancy adding in some of the extras, then I'll get to it. So yeah, I think the start again, I need to get some basics again because I've already forgotten how to set up a plugin. So I'll need to do some Googling or ask the AI sort of how to set up a plugin, or even I'll just look at some existing code. Okay, let's see. Let's just copy this. Let's copy the whole bit at the top. Make a new file, furnace crafting.js. Paste it in, and let's see. Furnace crafting. Pop that in there. Help. Um, that's probably fine. How to use. I'm not quite sure yet, so yeah, maybe just get rid of that for now and Try and remember to come back. Get rid of the Japanese one. Go plugin name. Furnace crafting. Let's take this out for now. Okay, is that good enough? Do we have something workable? Furnace crafting. Yeah, orthologic, smell items in it. Looks good. Okay. So let's see, what do we need to do? Let's try and remember how to get a custom scene. This scene's going to be quite custom. Is there anything we can sort of base this off of? Oh, I forgot to turn all the sounds down, so this is going to scream. Let's just get rid of the music. How do we do that again? Yeah, no music on the intro. Is that enough? Let's just see. Okay. Right, so what kind of scene can we use? Let's see. Um, Maybe something like that. Scene inventory or something. Scene item. The superclass of scene item. Okay, let's go to scene item. Let's just rip this and then we'll see what we actually need from it. Button picture, let's see. What did this actually do? Okay, so yeah, some code. Oh, I didn't do the end properly. It needs to have the little, needs to have that, so it actually calls, I think. Okay, scene item, let's see, what does this do? We're going to change the name to scene furnace. Scene item can be scene furnace, uh, but we don't want it to change the item base, and it's got that quite a few times, so I just need to do it one by one. How do I go next? Did I already screw it up? No, I didn't. Oops. Okay, next. Item base. Item, next. Replace. Next. Okay, and we're back at the start. So, So how do we call this again? Say we have something here, something that looks a bit like a furnace. We need to change the map type. Okay, there we go. Looking brilliant. Now let's see if we have something indoorsy now. So what we got? Okay, we'll use that. Okay, doesn't really look right. That goes there. That goes there. But then, you know what? This is absolutely unnecessary, but I don't like it being on a wooden wall. What am I doing? This is not coding. Okay, so what am I doing? On here, what can we do? Plugin command. How do we do that again? Yeah, don't need to know all of it. Okay. We'll copy all of this just so I can see what's all in there. Okay, so open open furnace scene. Ferrance. I'm gonna type Ferrance all the time. Okay, opens the furnace scene to smelt items. Let's see what the difference is here. So plugin furnace crafting. Open. Okay, the command name needs to be a lot smaller. This is probably this. Open furnace scene. Yep, much better. Open the furnace to smelt items. Okay, so we got two parameters there. This is going to be furnace ID. It's going to be a number, and it's not really a min or a max. So the description, the ID of the furnace being used. I guess we can default to 0, but you really want to be entering something. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we passed in furnace ID 1. The way I see this working is each furnace will have its own ID. So if you have multiple of these, say you got 3, this one can be 2, and this one can be 3. And now the game knows if you start burning something, or if you put fuel into furnace 1, then this furnace here will only display the data around that. It kind of just makes sense. If you have one furnace with an ID, one furnace with a different ID, you want them to display different things when you open the menu. Simple as that. So where does that leave me now? Let's see what happens. I don't think it does anything right now. But yeah, okay, it doesn't actually do anything. Probably need the second part of the code, which is going to be actually doing something. Yeah, here we go. Plugin manager. Register the plugin manager. Commands, just make a little thing there. So what's the first one and what's the second one? Let's see. It doesn't really does it explain? And I'm just not reading properly. The function takes a plugin name, the command name, and a callback to handle the arguments. So plugin name, command name. This will be furnace ID, and it's a number. Args.furnace ID. We push our custom scene, which is scene furnace, and then we pass the parameters into the scene. Is that really how you do it? So let's see, where does this, how does this know? Oh, there it is. No. Oh yeah, custom scene underscore message underscore color. Okay. So we'll say furnace ID equals furnace ID. Okay, so we've opened the scene and we've passed in the type of ID that it is. Let's see if this works now. Upon initialize, I want it to alert the furnace ID. This, I think that should work. Let's see, it should be 1. Undefined, okay. It does open the scene, okay. Furnace ID. Uh, Furnace no longer looks like a real word to me, so hopefully that goes away. Furnace ID, open furnace scene. Let's see, we can alert furnace ID here. just to see what happens. One, and then it doesn't get passed through. Okay, that's at least some progress. So we are getting the correct ID from the plugin. Is it because we're... Surely this means it's loading the scene and then it's setting that. So let's see what happens if we put this first. Undefined. Just let's console log this and we'll see what comes out. So here we go, scene furnace. Is it a furnace ID here? No. Are you sure this is how we should be doing it? Let's see, custom scene. Let's try put this back underneath in case that really is how you want to be doing it. We maybe need to create the furnace scene like that and then add this. So maybe in initialize we can't be having this, but that it just seems wrong. You need to have something that surely you just put it in here, passing something into the scene. I don't believe you, sir. No way. No way. This isn't how I did it before, right?